Kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down here for the offense. They'll leave it with him. And he's not going anywhere to start the night as the home team greets their visitors rather rudely.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Running it to the right. Ball is free. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Texas! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense.
He's loose. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Giving him his pads. But he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall and just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Hobbs it downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Looking for a man. It's Nelson. The throw. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll try to run for it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown,
got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as he tosses one high and deep down the left side. Caught at the 25. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This offense is...
Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash, one team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Using his legs, it's Blue. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dropping back, it's Ewers. He's right on target. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. He spins that thing down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Trying the left side. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Touchdown, Texas! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. In the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's loose. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Looking for a crease. It's Etienne. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Direct snap. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
This offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to add another. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Longhorns return, sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Scanning the field, it's Ewers. And that pass picked off. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Dogs! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
How about the play by the big defensive lineman? Not known for interceptions, usually getting after the quarterback, stopping the run. Had a chance to make an interception and then do something with it. Take it all the way back to the house. No, ladies and gentlemen, that was not in slow motion, but he got in the end zone, and that's all that matters.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Fair catch called for and made. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part.
Looking for a huge play. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he got loose, it was all over.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make the play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. After that last completion, it's second down. The give to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Wide open downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding them. Nice catch.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's back. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 35. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas! When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
To throw, it's back. And his throw is incomplete. A 3rd and long coming up here. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Georgia.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Georgia going up tempo. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Does this head coach not believe in punting? Does he think punting's against the rules? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick strike complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Etienne. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
They're going to ride this running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Back to throw, it's Beck. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Ball in the air, intercepted! Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down. Makes the big mistake.
Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
And a great job by this defense, knowing it's 3rd and short, understanding the situation, playing very balanced with their RPO, coming up, tackling the running back, forcing the 4th down.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Crosses the 30, he's got away. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The Bulldogs need to pick it up on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He's looking to throw it. Caught close to the marker. It's Bell. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
The DBs will back off a bit, looking to move it through the air. Going for it all. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Now, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming.
28, Georgia, 21.
And the Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. we're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Wide out in motion. At midfield, he's got room. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of score.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks to...
Holds it in on the left. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Got a man, it's Moore. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Quickly complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football.
Touchdown, Texas! And that one will give them the lead.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
35, Georgia, 28.
to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Offense gets set for second down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Dropping back, it's Beck. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got him downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Makes a connection. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
Tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Around the corner, it's Etienne. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. All tied up, just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. On the ground, it's Blue. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Looking for a man. It's Ewers. Firing to the right, complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They'll run this play from the pistol. Going to the ground. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry up.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Touch pass on the right. Shakes off the tackler. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be fourth down and 3.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Snowed under by the defense. It's still third and goal. Looking downfield, it's Ewers. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game.
I don't want to pile on and kill this young man that plays QB, but you have to understand situational football. You got to understand a field goal puts me in the lead. This game is tied. The worst thing I could do is throw an interception.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And it's just simple. A simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in great position.
They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Looking to pass. It's Ewers. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. This crowd even louder now on 2nd down as they try to hold on. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They've got the lead here in the 4th. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Texas! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick 6.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
That makes the score Texas 49, Georgia 35.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it out. It's Lovett. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. The Dogs will have it 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out.
Quick step and go. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
To the air. It's back. Got his man. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. They'll run it from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Final seconds of the game. They can just take a knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard-fought football game, David. It could have gone either way. At the end, it was this team that made the most plays, made the fewest mistakes, and they've earned this victory formation.
And by the way, there's nothing more frustrating in the world than playing defense when they take knees. Like, it's a helpless feeling. There's nothing you can do. You have so much rage inside of you. You just want to hit somebody so hard, and they're just taking a knee, and you just got to take the L.
And the Longhorns will try to run out the clock in this final minute. Looking downfield, it's Ewers. He's got his man. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Longhorns in the hurry up. Quarterback checking off. He wants to throw. Firing to the end zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll line up for a second down play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pulls it in. It's Bond. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stopped with 17 seconds left.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
With jet sweep pass. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the two. He'll set up to throw. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Lovett. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. On first down, here comes this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Georgia.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air, it's back. He lofts one down the sideline. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high